Best way to say it is as if it's in English. That's actually quite correct. The easiest way is to tell it, to say it in American and tell the Germans they're wrong. Oh yeah, sure. That does sound like an American way to look at it. America, get fucked. That's definitely a thing. All right, so no battleships, also against a Hawk. Definite torp pressure against a Stalin and a Puerto Rico. Not a lot of DD pressure.
General quarters.
Oh, hey, it's Yoshi. Oh, is Yoshi in here? Hey, what's up? Love the Yoshi. Much love to the Yoshi. Against a Hawk, we can see if we could intercept planes. Unlikely, but you never know. This could be a problem, though. Alright, he was just throwing that shit out. We will head over to C for the resets. Try to get resets here. Summer's already in Bravo, which is nice. They're not in C yet. You appreciate the German language, but you hear that it's as hard as Portuguese to learn. Cock blocks him from getting a reset if nothing else, which is okay. I don't really want to waste the rocket planes, but I will drop 3 planes in an attempt to get a shot. No, can't turn. One's committed, but we'll eat the fighter, it'll be fine. This fighter goes down soon, we can bomb the Des Moines. Yeah, the Japanese rocket planes, they have a maneuverability phase during their prep phase. They are maneuverable at that point. They are not maneuverable after that point. They are very straight line. So you have to make sure that you're picking the attack line that you want to stay on, because if you don't, it gets real unpleasant. Hard turn on this? Hard turn? Hard turn?
The ship is on fire.
Rocketing the CV seems like kind of a waste. This is a plane, drop with 2. Ooh, we got lucky there. Not very lucky there. Chunked the Des Moines pretty bad. Torps on regen, bombs on regen. Rockets on regen. It's got torps out for the Worcester. It's torping the DDs. Okay. Not to say that can't work, because it can. Ooh, we can slide in and catch him from this angle. But there's a fighter there, so we actually can't. And it doesn't matter because he's dead. Pop the heel. Come in on the Puerto Rico. There we go. Speed off. Turn in.
Torpedoes to port.
Is this dude really just going for me? I mean, okay, if that's what you want to do, bro.
Autopilot mode in.
Seems a little weird. Take out Puerto Rico here. Block the AA. We can make the turn. Puerto Rico is down. All right. Summers clocked him. Stalin wide, I guess. We'll refighter. I mean, still a lot of time. A lot of time if the enemy CV wants to go for us for some reason. Could strike the Hawk and bail. Nope, beats fighters. Cool. Gonna refighter the Worcester. He is technically, I mean, having a bad day. Shima Summers v Holland plus the Hakuryu. I don't know how that goes, but we can try to work on the Stalingrad because that is going to be a thing. And Yoshi might get wrapped here, which could also be a bitch. Might have to go for the Hawk though, which I can't see because viewing range is terrible on planes. Let's go for the Stalin. We're gonna lose planes to the Marceau, but we're gonna be able to see him. I guess he's over here because we're seeing the shots. Marceau's AA is off. I approve of this. Marceau doesn't realize that his friend is getting bombed, but we lost shitloads of fucking planes on the way over there, so that was waste. Summers dies, Shima bails. We could torp the Shima. He doesn't have any support. Won't have to. Yoshi! Wooster is pulled off. He's trying to torp a Shimakaze. I mean, it's only not silly until it works. Or it's only silly until it hits. Whatever. He's just on this dude's dick. Shima should... I don't know, he got him. Got one. So the Marceau is going to be making a play here, but there's a Wooster in Austin and a Petro to try to cut him off at the knees. Holland is definitely going to be an issue. Shima should dodge that line. Hard turn off to the left so we can wrap back in. Try to wrap in and catch this line. Marceau is pushing. Hard cut left. We can swing back in. He eats those. He ate one of those. Better bomb target this time because he's pulling bow in as opposed to being able to run away and keep us in the AA for an extended period of time. Could also try to work on the Marceau, I guess. Yeah, we can move up here.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Small and V Holland. I mean, I'm gonna put bets on Yoshi, but he does have a Hakuryu on his ass. So, okay. Yeah.
Our team has taken the lead.
Austin went nuclear codes active, and that shit got put down real fucking quick. Yoshi kills the Holland, not a shock.
Victory is in sight.
CV's derping around with the torps again. Okay. Oh. Yoshi did eat a torp. Yoshi. But they have no way to take a cap. So unless the Hakuryu just walks over and kills everybody, then this game is done. Gonna leave a lurk. Woot. Thanks for helping me desalinate. Gonna tune up for clan battles tonight with some bronze ranked. Yeehaw. Alright. But unfortunately, Stalingrad is back to running away again, which means prolonged lines for AA. 2 planes, 3 planes, 4 planes. 4 play. Nope, almost, but no. Nothing. I mean, he probably eats citadels from a Petro. And as long as... No, don't use your... No. I hear that. You're telling him where you are. That's a no, sir. He requires assistance. Planes will latch, drive off his fighters. Stalin's down. Minute 40. I mean, really, at this point, I think I just play Captain Cockblock and keep the Shima alive, because he can't kill anybody else. He can try to kill the Wooster, though. He can try to do that.
Many thanks.
Must use AA! If I can't use AA, how can I defend myself? I have a right to defend myself. It's gonna go for the Wooster. He is not. He's gonna go for the Austin? What? What? Bruh. Okay. We had 12 torps. He dropped 2. He came in with 10. Lost 5 planes coming in on the Austin. Like, just so that he could miss. Yeah, I don't know about that, bruh. Let's see. Lost 1 plane. 2nd plane. AA is not priority sectored, I don't think. Whiff. Gets out with 6. Lost 3 planes on there. That's not that bad. Hakuri's getting dunked. I guess the Oss just didn't even give a shit about priority sectoring. So, can we even strike this? We lose probably like 2 planes coming in. We do lose 2. Wah wah. What CV you want added next? Unfortunately, I'm not a historian. I don't have like a huge backlog of this CV or that CV. So I'm pretty ambivalent. You know, I just play the game. This game, man, was interesting. AA is for quitters. Greetings from Argentina. Well, yeehaw. Thank you for the game, Black Soul Razor. You nailed torps on DDs. Twice. Got the Shimakaze, I saw that. You got our friend Yoshi, who's a clanmate of mine, because I saw you got him flooded. So congratulations on that, dude. Not easy to land torps on a DD. Definitely possible with the Hakuryu, but not easy. Want an ensconce exclusive, Gerald? Toss a bit for your CV. Oh, chatters of plenty. Oh, chatters of plenty. Toss a sub for your CV. Oh, chatters of plenty. Whatever. Glorious Russian CVs, clearly. Rocket-powered atomic CV, yes, yes. Russian CV have 1 bomber with Russian bomb. It's a hydro bomb. Hydro like the water. It would be nice if the SDF-1 was put into the game. That would be a great carrier. Get some Veritex derping around. I would be okay with some Veritex. That would be nice. Black Soul Razor again. He hopped in briefly. They've got an 07 person. Well, we've got the Yoshi. We have Alex Sin, who plays like all kind of everything. I see that dude all the time. Smallland, Marceau, Kleber? Oh, I'm sad he swapped off the Smallland. Drop a sub for your CV. Oh, chatters of plenty. Oh, chatters of plenty. Ooh. Drop a sub for your CV. Oh, chatters of plenty. That's gonna be in my head for God knows how long. There, baby shark. There you go. I'll give you something else to, something else to be annoyed to. Kind of cock blocks. I really want A. Am I a singer? Does have a really nice, refined singing voice? Well, thank you very much. So I actually learned this recently. I was at a guy's house and he spoke, you know, wonderful English, you know, wonderful American. And he had a flag outside of his house that had single star on it. And I don't personally memorize the flags for every state in the US, but I know, you know, the Texas is considered the Lone Star state. So it was either like, are you from Texas or are you from Puerto Rico? Because Puerto Rico had a flag like that. I knew of Puerto Rico because of the hurricane that, you know, ripped some stuff apart. Oh, it'd be hilarious if he eats that, but he didn't. Sad times. All right, so we get A before they get B, but okay, nothing here. Unfortunate. They take C. That's a bitch. Engine boost this. Bear Hindi gets multiple drops. Might come in on the Shikishima that seems to be AFK. Don't get dunked, please. Eats one torp. Stop turning. It's gonna strike the Shiki. Let's do this. There we go. That should handle that. At least it'll force it to be, force it to have a situation. Diverts off hard for the Conqueror, latches. It's gonna put him under shot pressure. Takes a shot, he recalls. Loses, no, he probably gets out. Okay. Conqueror should be okay. Or so. I think we help with this. Anyway, so this dude from Puerto Rico, well, he obviously spoke, I don't know if, it's Puerto Rican? I mean, Spanish, I would assume, but maybe there's a specific version or dialect of Spanish that Puerto Ricans might say that they do. He turns into the torp, he dies. Good. He did not die. Okay, I'm like, what? 2 torps for that? Fuck off. Pop the heal. That's gonna be dodged. That's understandable. We do get to swing back in and strike one more shot into that. Because there's only so far he can realistically turn. And my ex was Romanian. So she had a kid. And, you know, her kid was two years old, really didn't talk much. Which, I mean, is okay, but usually by, like, age 2, kids are saying stuff. They're saying some kind of words, even if it's sort of babblish. So... Fuck, do I have to do this? I think I do.
Fighter destroyed.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Interesting. You get to worry the Moskva and have to fucking counter the Stalin, but we don't have any pressure over here. Right. Moskva gets dunked. So maybe he does something about this. Yeah, Moskva gets hit. We have to work on this, but how the fuck do we do anything over at Charlie?
Concentrate fire on the target.
Like, I don't know. He's just gonna get this fightered, so any pre-drops, this is a one drop kind of thing. Which sucks. Not great. Gonna have to stay over here, I guess. I mean, what are the options? He retreats? What the hell? Like, I don't know. They don't have a way in. They don't have any DD. They don't have any spotting. So... Okay. Pulls that plane. That latches. Fires. Does shoot. Good. Have to hang around and refighter. Dodges one torp, cool. That gives him some room to move, and we can go in on this. We do have an engine boost to get there a little faster. I think is going to be kind of required here. Yeah, let's pop the engine boost so we can get in and do the thing. Heading forward. Should be a kill. Not a kill. Sad times. No citadels there. Austin pushing, Hawk is bailing. Once the Stalin goes down, B falls. Then that puts us up 2 caps. Is the Stalin not going to go down?
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
I'm assuming that the Stalin will in fact go down at some point in time. With a Shikishima, Moskva, double DDs shooting into it, I have to assume that that will in fact occur. So we're going to look over here and see if there's anything we can do on this side. We're going to keep moving.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Alright. There's Austin, there's a Montana, there's a Kremlin. Austin's going to be a real fucking problem. These guys are running for their lives. I might be able to strike this. Maybe. Off angle. See if we can cut a hard angle there. Austin, a problem. Yeah. Montana pops fighter plane. I don't have anything for that. Probably gets a reset. Marceau has probably shitty detection. No reset? No reset. Good shit. We get B. Still have to worry about this. Austin protecting the Kremlin's a problem, but the Kremlin is actually outrunning the Austin?
All stations.
Which is
Reporting the position
confusing.
of a strategic target.
Marceau dies. Which means it comes down to Yoshi and a Kleber versus a Smoland. I don't know how that one's gonna go.
Destination reached.
Save the engine boost because we don't have very much because the unique mod lets us go faster but have less engine boost. Hey look, it's an Austin. Bail? Rockets for the Smollin? That sucks. We have the 2 caps. So as long as these guys don't get like dunked, that'll be good for us. Pop the engine boost. We can try to help with this, maybe. Have to help with the Kremlin, though. Have to help with the stuff that's pushing both of our guys off into the middle of nowhere. Not enough, but did some. So I'll have to set him up for success. Might have to give him fighters to get the CV off of him. Please let me shoot. We'll do that. Okay, let's go on into these guys. I'll just swing by, drop a fighter or something. Could also do this.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Do that. That'd be fine. It's a better starting off point. Smollin is going to take...
Protect that area.
It's going to be a problem. He needs to protect against the Smollin, but I don't think he can. He cannot. Okay. But I'm not going to... Well, I mean, there's like big targets that...
Our victory is in sight.
Gonna be a fucking problem. Alright, so if we can at least crowd control this dude, make him juke torps and shit while he's in a gunfight, that's good. Like, that's useful. That hits. He's dead. Good. But now there's an Austin, which is also a fucking problem. Conqueror dies to bombs. No, lives. A little. Showing a lot of side to a Kremlin, though.
Returning to ship.
Really don't want to go after the
Fighter
Austin.
airborne.
It's going to be like an exercise in sadness. Indy has managed his health. And Conqueror's dead. That was a chunk. You do that again. Lose 2 planes coming in. We lose 1 right now. Kremlin AA is pretty beat to shit, I guess. It is beat to shit. Another 2 sits into there. Sadly, the Hindi goes down. This leaves a Montana, Austin. Kremlin isn't of value anymore. What the fuck are you doing? Shimmy gets murdered as soon as the Kremlin comes around the corner. That's derp. Well, let's crowd control the Kremlin then, so that maybe our Shikishima doesn't get fucking pwned.
Get back! Get back!
Come on, dude.
Get back!
Okay. 2 runs on the Kremlin, we take it. Really close in terms of points. Kremlin's still turning guns. So the Shiki isn't dead yet.
Fighter airborne.
God, I hate this module when, like, I'm out of boost. Need... That might be a kill. Fuck no, it's not. Of course not. Damn fucking... Shiki dies. We can harvest some points off the Kremlin, probably. Or do we have to go for the Montana? We have to go for the Montana? We do. Triple Citadel, the Montana goes down. That wraps the points back the other way. None. Good. Excellent. Did our Shiki really need to charge out there and die?
Position.
Can't kill the Monty in 30 seconds. Too much health. Needed those citadels to happen. They win. Should have gone for the Kremlin for the points. If I'd have gone for the Kremlin instead, might have gotten the kill. That would have given us points for the wrap, but... Too bad. It was sad. I mean, if I'd have gone for the Kremlin, if I'd have gotten the points, that would have been a 100-point swing. Then we could have maybe gone on the Montana, maybe? I am sad that the Shiki decided to go out and charge or something. That seemed confusing to me. Y'all are talking a lot about something. Oh, right, okay. All he needed to do was kite. Well, yeah, I know, but if I'd have played better, if I'd have gone for the... If I'd have stayed on the Kremlin and gotten the kill, that would have been a point swing, we would have won. So, that... I got diverted onto the Montana because the Montana was low and I knew it was a threat. But at the same time, I mean, it's about the points. The sooner you get the points done, the sooner you win, and then it's not a threat. So I should have gone for the Kremlin. Unfortunate. So anyway, the Puerto Rico story. So my ex was Romanian, and she had a 2-year-old kid that just was not using words. And she asked, she asked like a social worker or something, is that okay? And the social worker said, well, if your child is learning, growing up in a bilingual household, speaking English and Romanian, it's not uncommon for children to start processing words at, age 2.5 or closer to 3. So it can seem like it's delayed development, but the child is learning 2 different languages at the same time. So I mentioned this to the guy, and he's like, well, wow, most people are not, don't pay any attention to that. That's kind of cool. 6 destroyers. Most people don't pay any attention to that. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, so during development, your vocal cords, it's not, how do I put this? Your vocal cords have retained memory. So when you go through a process of like, if you train in karate and you practice how to punch, you do it 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, you learn the form, your muscles learn the process, they learn the complex maneuver, and they execute it. Well, that's actually the same thing with vocal noises and sounds. The mind basically creates the pathway, writes the code almost, and then sends the programming off, and it gets lodged in memory, and then you can output a sound. So you're learning 2 different programming languages basically with 2 different languages, and they come in. So if, for instance, you had like French and Spanish in the bilingual household, since they're similar, the child would be able to speak earlier because there's less complex language to put into the vocal system. But English and Romanian are different enough that it's more complex. So I thought, well, that's fucking interesting. And some people, I guess, once they write that initial code, they do not write more. They don't learn more vocal styling. They don't learn different ways to shape their voice. They don't have different whatevers. But for me, I guess I still do. So like if I listen to an album or I listen to somebody's voice, I'll mimic the voice and I'll try to shape mine to it. So like I was listening to Cake or whatever, and he's got a specific kind of way that he sings, and then Fish has a specific ways that he sings, and They Might Be Giants has a specific way that they sing. So I do like vocal modeling, which is interesting. That's a lot of cruisers again. You wonder which language someone who is bilingual dreams in? I don't know. Sometimes you dream in English, sometimes in Spanish. At one point you dream in French, but not very much these days. Yeah, they do say that if you're learning a foreign language, you know that you're really starting to grip onto it when you start to dream in that language. That's a huge indicator that it's actually clicking. We have Yoshi again. So it's a lot of cruiser. Des Moines double. We have to reset, which means we get to loiter for a while. Bear has a tough time getting in, but he gets to use rock cover, I assume. But we still have to delay this for Charlie. Do 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 do. Take some shots from the Wooster, I suppose. Des Moines is in. Woo! Definitely not a DD over here. Definitely DD over here. 5v4. This is definitely weak, so we're actually gonna have to bolster this side, if at all possible. This is too early, but give him what I could. It's letting the fire burn?
Requesting fire support.
That's kind of silly. Guess he's worried about follow-up shots or something, but he should just go ahead and damage gun it. Claire's doing okay. We were able to take C before they did, which is fucking great. Fucking great. He's doing his thing. He's already spotted, which is sadness. And we will pop this. He's gonna go bomb the Thunderer. What he's gonna do? Save some boost here. Good work on the Stalin. Petro's peeling off, which is cool. Stalin has damage in it. Yamato'd be a valid target as well. But I think the Stalin with the radar is going to be extremely important, and Shima is noticed. Also, Stalin AA ain't no fucking joke. Stalin's also reversing, so we get to take AA longer. Fail. 23k. Chunked him. Lost a lot of planes for it, but I mean, made him play back, which is good. Don't have to worry about that stuff. Maybe this is an issue in approximately a minute. I have to either nail the Stalin again with torps or do something to kill the...
Teammate, I need your support.
Like, if he could just run down the Shima and fucking murder him,
Received. I'm on it.
that would be cool. Enemy CV is going to go for the Des Moines, which makes sense. Yeah, Colbert just needs to YOLO the Shima and kill him.
Affirmative.
Petro's also low. That's good. They're both low. That's real good. It's over here somewhere. It's out of a smoke so he can be spotted.
All stations, requesting fire support.
And we can sit in Shimakaze AA for a while. So that's not a big issue. Petro's reversing? Kill? It's a kill. Yeah. He reversed, that fucked him up.
Off to a great start.
It's either gonna reverse slow and I can hit that, or he's gonna take the time to have to swap over into being able to shoot. Gonna have to help with this real soon. We lose 2 planes, we still get to torp a little bit.
Stone the crows.
Yeah, I know it's tough, dude. Unfortunately, you got saddled with a shit sandwich. He goes down soon. That's not a problem. They're going to be able to over deal with that.
Received. I'm on it. Many thanks.
Okay. Booster went wide? Maybe. Interesting. Stalin gets dunked at some point. There's the booster. Indy was the one that got hurt already. Our Des Moines is hurt. 1 bomb. Fucking terrible. Great. Can't help with that. Is this, are we serious with this shit? We're serious with this? Great. So, good news. Thunderer is pulling over to assist this flank. Gonna help with the... Nope. Okay, Kleber's gonna YOLO the Stalin, hopefully not dying in the process. Just have to get that shit taken care of. God damn it. Sound to 800 fucking health. 20 seconds till heal. I'm gonna wait for the heal. Keep some stuff lit. Auto shells didn't matter there. Yeah, Wooster. Crazy ass Wooster AA. 3, 2, 1.
On the designated target.
He's turning for you. I don't know. I don't know how well this works out. Wooster's actually really hurt. Shots out on the Wooster because he's open water gunboating. Nothing but the Petro shots do hit, which is nice. India's down.
Thank you.
Wasn't shooting at the Wooster. Cool. Those miss.
Our victory is in sight.
Nice. Look for the Shima. Okay. CV shark pew 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 pew. CV shark pew 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 pew. CV shark pew 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 pew. CV shark. Like, what is... I was listening to some Cake earlier. I could sing along with it, but it's hard to just, like, belt out with a song randomly. Tier 10 flak is stress-inducing?
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, that's kill. Latches. Doesn't get out in time. And latch. Oh, he bailed. I didn't see the bail, I just saw the movement. Cool. Like, I sang a little, I guess, for 7. He's got this thing. He's got 311 as a little sound clip on his channel. You can redeem it for 300 points. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold displayed naturally. So it's got that little lick, which is cool. Those hit. 2 of them? Oh, that's a bunch. That's a move there. He did. At least round 2 is going better than round 1, because our first game sucked. Cool. Yay, Yoshi. Thank you for holding it down. Appreciate it, sir. Jesus Christ, all these cruisers. Nah, all these destroyers, what the hell? Just watched the news cycle about the DDCV relationship. CCs have seen something? My interest is piqued. You heard something, Ensconce? I have seen something. Basically, the long and the short of it is, Wargaming is not, they're not done dicking with carriers. They're not done balancing carriers. So they still want to figure out, you know, where to hit the sweet spot. And honestly, with any kind of game that's, any kind of multiplayer game, especially when you have a lot of players, you know, there's a lot of variety, a lot of possibilities that could be going on. You're constantly going to be refining stuff, constantly changing stuff, constantly dealing with stuff. But they are still working on the interactions with like how accurate carriers are. So if there's a way to still, you know, work on carriers but make it so that there's more like maneuverability or counterplay or something. I don't think they've figured it out yet. I don't think they've really locked it down, but I do know that they're still looking at it, which, you know, I'm a CV guy, so I'm interested in that. Will it be anything soon? Nah, not a clue. But the idea that was put forth sounded cool, so could be neat. But I will say, I don't think you should eagerly watch the news cycle because I don't imagine you'll see shit for like months. It feels more like it's a back burner, you know, testing thing as opposed to something like, oh, we're going out in another week or two. I don't think it's there. Could be wrong, but I don't think it's there. They're gonna get rid of plane regen? No. Getting rid of plane regen would be bad. That would actually make carriers more scary. Because you would be front-loading all of the planes into a carrier's hands, and they could just run around and bash people in the first 5 minutes. Were you not here, PopDiv? By the way, thank you very much for the bits, folks. Thank you very much, Thalamus. Thank you very much, PopDiv. Were you not here when I did the little lesson explanation for why carriers have regen? Why carriers have plane regen? You're not sure? You'd remember, because like it was a long talk. We used paint and stuff. So it was basically this. Why do CVs regen planes? Let's pretend. Double check. Okay. Let's pretend that you were looking at a midway. You have 18 bombers at the start of the match. You have a 72-second regen. So theoretically, over the course of a match, you have 34 bombers at your disposal, assuming you're constantly regenning. What's the difference if they get rid of regen? They just say, fuck it. They give you all 34 bombers at the beginning of the match. You lift off with 12, you find an isolated battleship, wham wham, 20 to 40k, or 30 to 40k and some fires. Then you just lift off with 12 more, find a Montana, wham wham, 30 to 40k and some fires, come back over and you kill them. First 3.5 minutes of the game, dead Montana. What's he gonna do? I mean, if they've got AA, if they're able to bully this down to one strike or something, then yeah, it's gonna change the numbers, but when you give this in the player's hands and they find this target, you're going to see somebody get wrecked. Versus, you have 12 bombers, you come out, you strike twice, cool, but now you've only got 7 because you don't have so many left. You only had that half squadron on the deck. You come out, you do 1. You have some bombers, you've recovered, you come back, you strike again maybe, but it slows down the pace of what a CV can do. And it forces the CV to use different tools. So you use your you use your torps in one instance, but you might have good torp angles on one ship, but you don't have good bomb angles on the ship or something, because it's a different line. So you can't torp and bomb this ship, so you bomb a different ship. So you're spreading your damage around, as opposed to just like going hard. But if you have fucking 36 torpedo planes off the start of the match, and they're midway torpedo planes that can rip into some shit, I mean, you can just slam, slam, slam. Like, it's a big difference. Minotaur, Austin, Des Moines. We considered all of those. We just cut them off, I guess. They don't get spotting, we don't get spotting. Turn back, keep them gated. Darn, and keep them gated. Hey, 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 minute, alright, you know, we can dance, that's fine. We can dance if you want to. We can leave this world behind. If you can't dance, you're no friend of mine. We can dance, everybody losing control. We can dance, we can dance. There's a minnow. Plane goes down real soon. We can actually strike that. It went down. That's gonna oof. And there's a Clobert. We have to catch this before he goes fucking crazy. Torps the Puerto Rico?
Fighter airborne.
Did he torp the Montana? What is he torping? Let's torp the Montana. Interesting. He recalled.
Fighter airborne.
Torp into the Minnow again. Minotaur heals here, but we do have a heal as well. Oh, well, that sucks. That's not an angle I can torp. What bullshit is this? I am not accepting of whatever the fuck you're doing, sir. Plus we got shot. Also on the catalog of do not want. Needs one torp. Des Moines Summers, we could strike the Des Moines. Austin, not really. Minotaur, I think we can try to keep working on. You have to keep working on the stupid CV. 6 seconds. Respecting the fighter, which is nice. We can dance if we want to. We can leave this world beyond. One Citadel?
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Clobert is just getting dunked. Moving forward, dies to the Salem. Clobert's dead. Pew pew, motherfucker! Oh, do I have to keep crowd controlling the FDR? I do.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Fighter airborne.
Bombs for the Minnow. We're gonna get hit, but it's okay. He'll lose all of these. Yeah, 2 of the planes will get out. Because they're the ones that shot. He missed. Nice. Minotaur goes down. We work on the Des Moines now. Minotaur goes down. Minotaur goes down. Thank you. Oh, I have to refighter this stuff because he's going to come back over here. He's not working on the Wooster. I'd have to go for this. Yep. We're just going to be fighting here. Take rockets for the Des Moines. We can move forward.
Fighter airborne.
We just ate a lot of his torpedoes. Tries to pull the fighter back to the Austin. Loses 1, loses 2, loses 3. Starts shooting 7 planes.
Fighter destroyed.
He got oofed. Okay. We could go in on the Austin. Could do that. It's a thing we could do. Probably need to go in on the Des Moines though. But I mean, the Austin is, I don't know. Austin, Des Moines.
Fighter airborne.
Engine boost here. We'll try and fuck with the Austin because he's kind of like stuck. He can't really maneuver. I mean, we're gonna get hurt for it. But that should be a kill.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
That solidifies AB. Montana's in position. Daka. They latch again. Fucking fighters! Ah! Loses another 7. Causes a recall out of panic.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Des Moines moving forward gets murdered by the Montana. That's a done deal. Puerto Rico would be a valid target for the bombing. Bye-bye. Puerto Rico is probably what realistically what the FDR should go after, so I'm not having to fight her two different positions. Let's pop the engine boost here so we can see the Summers. We do. We got a flood. As normal fighters, they take 2 seconds to latch. We can bomb the Yamato. Fighters might be down by the time we get there. Daka Daka. Oh, nope. Not fast enough. Not fast enough. Montana's pushing forward. He went further away from the fighters. It took too long for him to latch. But we can go in and strike the AM. We might get lucky and get one Citadel.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Big hits from the Smollett. Much oof from the Flak. Maybe.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Zip through the fighters. Takes too long to latch. Don't think we can Citadel and FDR. But I can spot the Summers that just killed our Montana. And realistically, he should just be dunking on the Puerto Rico right now, because the Puerto Rico is going to run him down. Booster's pretty agile. Salem, not so agile.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
It's the Summers. He has no AA.
Destination reached.
There we go.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Somebody picked up the MP5. The answer is never. So he dies. Small cleans that up. Come over and bomb the FDR. Or even better, we can cock block the FDR. We have 2 fighters. And he's slow.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I see bombers over there. Gonna go for our friend in the Puerto Rico. We just had a story about that. Rockets.
Fighter airborne.
Browning M1. Thank you very much, Ultra Viking TV. Thank you for the kudos, dude. Take a shot at the Smolland. Problem with the bombs. Oh, okay, no, he can rocket, but Smolland just points his nose at the rockets and 52 rockets, and what does the survey say? 2,400 damage. Now, if he can do that another 7, maybe 10 times because of a heal, he can kill the Smolland. And since that's 10 times and he attacks every 30 seconds, that's going to be about 5 minutes. I think he might have 5 minutes. He might have that much time. Maybe. Maybe not. But he might have that much time remaining. Maybe. When your sub gets available, you'll be subscribing here? Well, thank you. Learning a lot with me. Thank you very much, Fear Azazel. I do appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad it helps people. I'm glad I help people. Back to the cruiserathon. That's some destroyers. Something about watching this guy that frustrates me. I try to do what he does and it doesn't quite work, but I'm still better for it. Thank you very much for the compliment, Ensign. It just comes with practice. It comes with a lot of play. I've always been a homebody. I had a girlfriend for a while. She's my ex now, so it's just me and a whole bunch of playing the game and working as well. So I got time. They say that to become a pro, to become a professional at something, you have to spend something like 10,000 hours grinding away and playing something, getting good at it. So 10,000 hours. In terms of work weeks, 40-hour work weeks, that's 1,000 40-hour weeks would be 40,000, so that's 250 work weeks. That's 5 years of 40 hours a week committing to a task, learning the task, executing the task, and perfecting it, which is a lot. So I've played about 10,000 CV games, which if you assume an average CV game about 10 to 15 minutes, means I've spent about 2,500 hours. So I still have 7,500 hours to hit a starting point for somebody that would consider themselves professional. Using my example, Thalamus, it would be something like 40,000 games, which, I don't know. I mean, some of the highest super unicumist players, I don't think they have that many, but I don't know. Maybe they have a lot in ranked. Maybe they played enough till they got bored. I'm not sure. I don't think Potato Quality has 40,000 games. I'd assume it's like 15, maybe 18. I don't know. Or just beat Gaishu with 550,000. So one thing that has to be remembered with the 550k, and I'm going to step out of queue just to address this real quick, because I do actually want to talk about the 550 game. How did Gaishu have a 550k? How did Gaishu have a 550k damage game? So the reason this is important is some people don't know like the balancing path for CVs. So patch 8.0, CVs are made live. You could extend that out, I guess. But their problem with this is literally not balance tested. And I mean, when I say this, they were literally not balance tested. Wargaming, too low population. So Wargaming put the carriers on test server to see if the game would crash or if there were bugs. They fixed bugs and then they kicked it to live without any balance testing at all. So literally, AA didn't kill planes. Like, at all. So, because of this, you know, if Gaishu had 50 planes to start with, he could feasibly, theoretically, he could play the entire match and lose none. That's not really what happened, but you could theoretically play the game and maybe lose none. Which was silly because of the way that AA was distributed. If you had 12 planes, for instance, the Hakuryu had 12 planes at a 4 torp drop. When you take AA damage, that AA damage is split 12 ways and it's sprinkled out across all 12 of them. So you take a drop, but then you've got a torpedo heal. So it sprinkles out, 2,000 damage a plane. That's 24,000 damage. Okay, 4 of them drop. The other ones are kind of yellowish, whatever. You've taken 15k. Okay, well, you pop the heal. They all go back to green again. You make your second drop. So, bam, you just nailed somebody for 26,000 damage. You spin right back around. Bam, you hit him for another 26,000 damage. You spin around. Maybe you lose 1 plane. You drop. You hit him for another 20 or 18. Well, that's your first torpedo bomber squadron. What's the next thing gonna do? So, there was no resource limiting. There was no resource limiting. But the class is designed to have resource limits. So, Patch 8.5 came in. They changed the way the AA interacted with planes. That guaranteed plane death. Patch 8.7 came in. They changed the way the priority sector works. So AA damage went down because now the plane death was guaranteed. It just like, oh man, it went nuts. So, okay. Then you have, but you added this instantaneous damage. So you took damage away, but you added it in with this other thing. The way that CVs are now, when you load it in a tier 10 game, you're basically loading in with 150,000 damage worth of planes. And why do I say this? Because if we go to the little WoW's numbers thing, and we look at a worship, if we look at we'll look at the Richthofen. So tier 10, it's probably going to skew high. But the average server damage for this is going to be about 88,000. If you go to the top 5%, it skews up to 150. That's what it is. 150, that's the average. If you have a good game, it might go higher. If you have a bad game, it might be lower. But this is going to be the average of what somebody who's extremely experienced is going to be able to do. And it's a pretty hard limit. Because you lose resources. You just don't get to like go around dunking everything. You just don't do it. So it was a different time, but people still see this monster ass game and it's like, oh, CVs are broken. Yeah, but you gotta put it in context. Do I know TKD of the Russian server? No, probably not. That name doesn't ring any bells. You remember your first few days in the rework? Stock Ranger biplanes versus tier 8? You got murdered. Yes, Ensign Cthulhu. I mean, ultimately you're correct. Hey, Sith Kitten, what's up? Good to see you, Sith. So if you test in-house, like you could play games in-house with developers, you could have like you could rent out a little testing Q&A studio and you're derping around with the game with 100 people, 150 people, and they dip around with it for 100 hours each. So 2.5 full work weeks of just like testing. 150 people, 100 hours each, 15,000 game hours worth of time going into this, getting some testing done. 15,000 hours, 15,000 man hours. You release it on the live server. Suddenly 300,000 people are playing this shit 24 hours a day. Thousands upon thousands of games. And that's just the first day. Like, you go from 15,000 man hours to like 6.4 million in a day. Like, the amount of revision and data you're going to get off of that is just going to be so extremely huge. So they're just like, we'll do it live. Whoa. That was some tough times. Oh. So that did not work out for them, which is why they've taken a much, much, much safer route with submarines. They've done multiple behind closed doors tests. They've done public test server tests. They did a special game mode that you could choose to play on the live server to get people interested. And I think eventually they'll do another one. Like, they're just trying to slowly do this so that it's not wholly effing crazy. Okay, I believe if I'm going to try to Citadel of Petra, I need to aim for the front guns, but in general, this is hardened against AP rockets because spaced armor. Des Moines, we can absolutely rip into. Holland, fuck. Montana, Kremlin, we could bomb, and we could also potentially rocket the Midway. Is that when the Hawk had 9-kilometer torps? Oh, Jesus, was it 9? I knew it was 6 kilometers or something, but was it 9? Oh, even worse. Huh. As a developer, you don't buy that they couldn't have tested it beforehand? No, you are absolutely correct. They could absolutely test it beforehand, but again, 150 people testing for 100 hours, 15,000 man hours. 1 day on live, potentially millions of man hours of data. So I think they tested it in-house. They got some bugs out. They thought, yeah, this will probably work. And then all of a sudden you've got super Unicum players that are going to come in and just start dunking everything. If he turns in, he catches it. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if we can do something about Bravo. That does latch. It just latched. There we go. Did it? It did. Cool. So he does recall and does not take plane losses. Yeah. He got out. Oh, holy Jesus. Okay.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Wow, that's
Teammate, I need your support.
that's like super fucking YOLO. Holy shit. Whatever this is, oh my god.
Fighter airborne.
Okay. Okay. This is interesting. So we've got a line. That's gonna divert them. People aren't gonna see this whole like stupid ass lemming train wonder push for the first 2 minutes of the game.
Fighter airborne.
That latches. He might recall, he might not. He did.
Fighter airborne.
I don't know if they know that it's literally everybody that's coming over here. Oh, that's hilarious. Wow, that's hilarious. I didn't even think of that. Like, if I'd have thought of that earlier, I could have, Wow, okay. Well, maybe we denied some information here. Maybe. I don't know. This is insanity. Holy shit. That is a super committed lemming train.
Fighter destroyed.
Holland might light us up. We could torp into the Des Moines. The insanity of this. I mean, like, bruh. We get lit here. Might take Montana shells. We do have a heal, plus we have a speed boost. Speed boost on Germans is extremely, powerful, because it's extremely long. Pop the heal, Des Moines opens up. Aim for a flood. Might get one. Island cover, swing back in on the Montana. I also accept those. Rockets. I also accept detonations. Bruh. Dude, this whole game is fucking crazy. Like, I mean, let's just be honest with this. What is this? Only works with torps? Well, it can also work with bombs. I think. Holland is over there somewhere. I have no interest in finding the Holland. He might drop a fighter. He does.
Fighter airborne.
Kremlin might have taken shots at us. Petro might have taken shots at us. Take damage here.
Torpedoes, direct
Please.
front.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Not great. 13's not very good. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. We're about to be spotted. So we're gonna be stuck right up against a wall. Which is not good, but okay. Kremlin is a little late on his shot. He could have definitely ripped into us there. Okay, so the CV hull will go down. It's just too many people shooting at us for it not to.
Provide anti-aircraft fire support.
Bruh? Friend? Yeah, there you go. There's a Holland. Go shoot at a Holland. Have fun with life. Go do the thing.
Autopilot
We
mode
might be able to
enabled.
cut this line in toward the island cover. Might be able to get away with that. We can strike the Petro. We have to strike right at the guns. Front guns? Yeah, terrible. So, I don't remember. I have to recheck what the spot is on a Petro that doesn't suck. Kremlin eats torps from the Holland. Yeah, I don't understand why this guy's coming back. Maybe he's worried about me? I assume. One citadel? Fuck no. Why would I get a citadel? The answer is never. Should be out now. Torpedoes. Cut in here. Okay. Big Summers torps. Fighter for the torps that are harassing the Summers. This might be a kill on the Petro. I think we can 9k with 3 torps. Fail. Kremlin might really get hurt. Kill. We go dark. Nice. Petro can't stay on us because we're not spotted. Which means we get to island cover. Holland is still an issue. Kremlin's still an issue. Kremlin's high health. We get to do anything here? Can we cut through this? Defensive fire. Sneak under it. Take a terrible shot that's only going to result in no citadels. Yep. Can bomb the Kremlin, I suppose.
Teammate, I need your support.
Yeah, our Kremlin goes down. We have a Shikishima. We got a backup.
Destination reached.
Got a backup
Autopilot mode disabled.
battleship. I guess I have to start working on this. This dude's just totally fucking bailing. And maybe we can swing over and spot the Holland. Smol's bowed in, probably has hydro. Two? Can we do it again? Come out, come out, come out, come out. Come out, come out. I really like Scott Pilgrim. Anybody seen that movie? 2? 3? No, just 2. Sadness. Alright, so we're chewing into the Kremlin. He's hurted. We have a heal. We can go look for the Holland. Summer's probably going to torp into that. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Petra's in outer space. We do have island cover for what it's worth. Although I'd have to actually look to see if that's going to be good for us. It gives some generalized protection against this.
Fighter airborne.
Could strike into the Kremlin, but I don't think we need to. Just need to find the Holland. See if we could, need to get another ice pack. Could bomb us. Luftwaffe deck can be bombed by a windway. I don't know where the Holland is. Not detected? The fuck? What? There we go. He's down here. That's potentially an issue.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
You go dark or no? If he doesn't go dark, we can stay at 4 kilometers because that's going to be less AA. Within 4 kilometers is the highest AA he's got. we are safe back here. Jesus, Summers, please, can you just spot this guy? I don't know, we lose our Sheikah to Torps here. Nope, kinda lives, sort of. High velocity strike through this. Running out of planes, man. Still have cap control. Jesus, if it does, not enough.
Fighter destroyed.
Good dive for the Petro. We get some bombs back to strike the Kremlin again. I'm gonna respot the Holland. I know you're around here, dude. We both know it. There we go.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Just recall. I'm gonna bomb the Kremlin? No. Well, maybe no, I can't. I need every bomber I can to get through this doubled up fuck you AA.
Our victory is in sight.
You have fighters on the bombs and the rockets. We're still ahead in terms of bruh, Summers? Well, Summers doesn't have enough health now.
Fighter destroyed.
Time till the heal, minute fucking 40. Come on, Small. Get in the fucking game, Small. Wow, you got a hit in the flood. Just give me something, just give me something, just give me something. Please, Citadel? Okay with this. Take one.
Requesting assistance.
We're holed below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
That goes down. I mean, if the Holland wants to dance, we do have secondaries for what it's worth. I can rocket the Kremlin for shitty damage, but it's more than nothing. I don't know where the Shikishima has gone. Decided to go on vacation. I hear vacation is nice this time of year. Sailing in the sunny southern seas. Infinite planes! I don't know. When this goes down, we win. Eventually. 2 torps. Ooh, we might go down. Well, no, I guess not. 7 seconds and he blew his wad, so...
Problem solved, sir.
Interesting game. Interesting game. Interesting game. That was weird, man. That was the YOLOest YOLO I think I've ever seen. That was definitely new. But yeah, this props to the Montana with the 3 torpedo dev strike. It wasn't even a dev strike, but for the detonation.